Good morning, guys. I'm Ryan here with Michigan Storm Chasers. A quick update video for you all today. It is Wednesday, July 2nd. We have a severe risk across a good chunk of Michigan today. SPC has put out a marginal risk for severe weather, level 1 out of 5, in the dark green area. Includes places like Flint, Lansing, Mount Pleasant, Grand Rapids, Gaylord, Manistee, Tawas City, Ironwood, and Escanaba areas. Outside of that, we have a light green general thunderstorm zone down here south and along 94 corridor, as well as up here in the north and east part of the UP. So, what is involved today and the risks associated? Number one, damaging winds. SPC has put out a 5 to 14% chance of seeing a damaging wind gust within 25 miles of a certain location. For example, if you live in Lansing, you have a 25-mile radius, if you live in Lansing, you have a 5 to 14% chance of seeing a severe wind gust within a 25-mile radius of you. Now, hail as well. The exact same areas minus the 96 corridor and south has a risk for large hail today. So again, 5 to 14% chance for both wind and for hail. Tornadoes today are not expected. There is less than 2% risk out here per the SPC. It's more of just a damaging downburst risk as well as some large hail getting mixed in. Typical summer-like pattern here. We've seen it over the past week. Today is no different. Now, models today. Let's go ahead and run through the HRRR model. We're going to see a couple showers and storms popping up here by the mid-afternoon time frame. This model says 6 p.m. Would not be shocked if we have storms going before that, all right? Although the model does say that most of the coverage of storms today remains isolated to scattered in nature, so take this as a grain of salt here. The takeaway should be later on tonight especially has a better chance for storm coverage, but being that we have a very large risk area here, not everybody within that risk is going to see a storm or see rain today. So it's going to be kind of isolated, scattered in nature. Shouldn't be too widespread or too big of a deal here. But for those it does impact, these storms could cause some gusty winds, perhaps some large hail as well. So if you happen to get underneath a storm, head inside, stay away from windows. Typical thunderstorm safety today. Take it seriously. It's not a high threat, but a threat nonetheless you should be concerned about. Now, looking ahead, outside of today, the temperature forecast is quite pleasant in nature, except for the Saturday-Sunday time frame. Low to mid-90s back in return for the weekend, and then a drop back off into the 80s, and it should stay around 80 from there on outward as we move into the mid-July time frame. But that late July time frame is starting to look a little bit hotter in nature. Keep a track on that, but do expect the 80s to continue with a few days touching the low to mid-90s. Humidity today, not too big of a concern, but I will say on top of the severe risk today, we also have a severe risk tomorrow as well. Per the SPC, the day 2 outlook, zooming way in here to Michigan, we're going to notice here a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, back in place here for Grand Rapids, Lansing over here toward Detroit, and points southward. Level 1 risk. To the north there in the light green, level 0, general thunderstorms expected for Flint, Port Huron, as well as the Manistee, Ithaca areas. So tomorrow could have additional rounds of showers and storms possible for South Michigan. That's all I got for you guys today. Again, main time frame for the day today is afternoon through the late evening time frames. Models say a better coverage of storms focused later on tonight, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. Any storms that pop up could be strong or severe with damaging winds or large hail. Tornadoes not expected. Not everybody's going to see a storm today, and that is your recap here. Before I hop out of here, shout out to today's sponsor of the video, Shield Public Adjusters. They are going to help you with your insurance claim or adjusting needs across the state of Michigan. 517-249-5720 is the number to get a hold of them. And as always, thank you to Shield for sponsoring us here today at Michigan Storm Chasers on YouTube. I'll be back on here tomorrow for an update video. Joel and Drew just got you covered today for any severe weather coverage. You guys take it easy and stay safe out there.